Caves. Caverns. Don't know the difference, but...
Holes in the earth.
Yeah. Dark, creepy, cold, mysterious, just like us.
Okay, we're going to talk about them. Ready?
Caves.
I like that. Ready?
Let's go.
Let's go. Jello, I'm Ash.
And I'm Lynn.
And this is Only If You Can Keep Up. Okay, so the master definition giver is here. Hi, that's me.
Hey.
A cave is a natural void under the Earth's surface, usually formed by weathering of rocks and usually extend deep underground.
Yeah.
That's your definition. There are tens of thousands of caves in the world. There's around 45,000 in the United States, and like hundreds get discovered every year.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Wow.
My thing is okay. Like we've said a million times, we live in the Midwest. Cool, whatever. Tens of thousands and 45,000 in the United States. Why have I not seen more caves?
Yeah.
Why have I not like stumbled upon a cave in the middle of the woods or something and like crawled down in it? Because I've never stumbled upon a cave. Like I feel like we should know more and see more and hear more about fucking caves.
Yeah.
Right?
Right?
Because that's a lot.
Yeah.
Like, think about it. Okay, what's the opposite of a cave? I guess not the opposite, but like a mountain. We know about most of the mountains.
Probably
we've heard about them.
We can see them and they're obvious.
But still, would you not think there'd be stories and that we would just like know about caves because they're underground? It's just the opposite of a fucking mountain, essentially.
And I know a lot of them are probably like near water or like out in uncharted areas.
Right.
Or not uncharted because they've discovered them, but they're all over the place. So how are we not?
How do you not know more? I mean, maybe it's just because we are in the Midwest and there's really not that many.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a few.
We've got some
us.
sinkholes around here. I know that.
Well, it's not the same. I'm just saying, like, maybe if we went more towards mountain territory or the, West Coast or something, you know what I mean? Maybe we would know more about caves.
Like things like sinkholes and avalanches, like valleys expanding, things like that. That's how a lot of them are discovered. Because, I mean, they have to open up somehow.
Right.
So you'd think with all the well, I doubt there's one right here, but there are quite a few within, like, a few hours of us.
Yeah.
So you would think there's more. I don't know.
There's only one cave I have heard of and been to, and I know you've been to it too. It's been a hot minute, but Merrimack.
Yeah.
Merrimack Caverns. Yeah. So, okay, before we go into that, because you're going to talk about Merrimack, right?
I will talk about Merrimack Caverns.
What is the difference between a cave and a cavern?
So, this is something I have looked up many times because I've never really known the difference.
Right. Me neither.
Some say there isn't a difference, that they're used interchangeably. It's the same thing. Cave is cavern, cavern is cave. Some say not all caves are caverns, but all caverns are caves or whatever.
Okay.
But, so a cave, like we said, pretty much a void, a cavity in the ground with areas inside that are completely blocked from the sun. So the cave has no sunlight entering. But I've read that caverns are supposed to have some kind of light where you can see like the exit with the light. So maybe that's a difference, or...
So is a cavern a hole in the ground and a cave has like, when you think of a cave, it's like a dome and you walk in? Is that what you're saying?
Where you can actually walk in, maybe? Maybe that's what it is. Because I read something that caverns don't have a specific entrance, but caves do. But caverns, exit has light.
My brain comes up with its own answer to everything, and it's just right in my head. It's just right. So I always thought that caverns were like, okay, just picture the earth and then like a half circle, and you walk into it, and you can walk back pretty far. Yeah. But there's no extension. There's no going down. There's no going up, over, left, right. There's an end to the back.
And that makes sense, but
Merrimack Caverns is fucking astronomically huge.
It's huge, and there's like 7-story rooms in there.
Yes. So,
and I always kind of thought that caverns were like systems of caves.
Okay.
So like one connected to another. But I don't know that that's true, because everything I've read, everything I've looked up is like there isn't necessarily a difference. But some people think caverns are different only because of their mineral deposit, like the formations. Okay. So like some have calcite, gypsum, aragonite. caverns almost always have stalactites, stalagmites, and I don't know that caves always do.
What's a what?
Stalactites and stalagmites?
I don't know.
I'm a crystal freak, so.
That's why I asked, boo.
I'll go more into that in a little bit because Merrimack Caverns does have some really cool ones.
Okay.
But speaking of so there are different kinds of caves, evidently, not just
like cave cavern.
Right. Okay. So there's several different kinds. You've got solution caves that are formed in carbonate and sulfate rocks. So like limestone, marble, gypsum, dolomite. They're like slow moving groundwater that runs through these different types of rocks. Then you've got your lava caves formed from
volcanoes.
Yeah, from
I know
volcanoes.
What lava is.
When the lava cools and the molten lava, it like continues to flow inside, and that can form caves. Then you've got sea caves that are just constant pounding of waves, and the sand beats up against the rocks and the shore.
So are those the ones that are like in those treasure hunting movies, and the pirates hide it in the blowhole
because they can
underneath?
Form like passages and chambers down there, and oh my gosh! And that's when I start thinking like the sea caves and all the chambers and passages. That's where I think like the hidden worlds are.
Apparently that's where the aliens are.
That there's that idea. I'll go into more of that later.
That's a whole new thing, but or not new, but
I don't know.
Anyway.
It's been talked about more lately, but with the sea stuff specifically, like when you think about like the Meg, that kind of stuff.
The shark.
The movie,
Okay,
yeah. But that's kind of like it goes into its own ecosystem type of thing. Like you go down deeper.
They break the wall barrier.
Yeah,
that's not a cave.
But that's the idea I have with caves. You know what I mean?
Okay,
like if you go through a passageway in the sea cave, and then boom, it's like a whole other ecosystem.
Okay.
Like I have these ideas of, and then like your sea monsters that they rise up now and then, and you see them now and then. They're probably going through cave passages.
When you say sea monsters, all I can think of is the sea monsters on Moana. Like that's what, like the big crab comes in my head.
Oh,
like
the
I'm
little,
serious.
what are they called? The kakamoas?
Yeah, the little coconut. But they're not under the sea.
Right.
True.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
But like
Moana
the Kraken, maybe the Kraken goes into a tunnel in a cave in a sea cave. I don't know.
So wait, okay, you're saying the Kraken goes into he breaks the barrier and goes into the cave, and he's got this whole world.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like the Little Mermaid.
We're talking like Harry Potter Fantastic Beasts.
Yeah.
He goes into the suitcase, and it's a whole world. Have you seen it? Because you look very confused.
I have, yeah.
Where he walks into the suitcase,
exactly.
And every animal has their own ecosystem.
Yeah, maybe not every animal.
I'm just saying,
yeah,
but my point is you walk into a little hole, and you come out in Narnia.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's how I feel.
I like that theory.
This like kind of fantasy thing too.
I like it.
The idea that these mystical monsters might actually have a whole like dimension, little pockets in the sea. Hold on.
I have the best question. Do you think the Kraken sits in his lazy boy recliner and like sips tea?
Yes. I think he's more of a coffee guy, but yeah.
Oh.
He's got to get caffeinated to rip people.
Tea. With the queen.
I like my tea very much.
Okay, anyway.
I don't know what that accent was, but the Kraken is a very fancy man, evidently.
Okay.
Okay,
For
so
our
different
brain.
types. So we've got the sea caves, which I find cool. Those are the coolest ones. The glacier caves, which are formed by melt water that carve tunnels through glaciers. The ice starts, So you've got those, and then you've got what are these called? They're like desert caves, Aeolian or something like that. They the wind blows the sand against the rocks, and over time, it develops caves in the desert. But some caves can take not only hundreds of thousands of years to form, but millions of years. And some of them just keep forming.
Right. Are there man-made caves? Is that a thing? Do we make caves?
We can, but that would probably be considered a mine.
Okay.
I think
generally
that's the difference in mines are man-made and caves are natural, right?
Okay.
Maybe.
I have no idea.
But yeah, we can make our own, or like for mining and things like that.
Okay.
I would think there are.
Okay.
Some cave chambers can be as big as like an entire city.
Yeah, I knew that.
So we're like, there's literally caves throughout the entire world, like all over the place.
And we don't know about me. I didn't know about half of this shit until I did the freaking Google research.
I just can get lost in the sauce.
You apparently are a cave enthusiast because
it's funny. I'm claustrophobic as fuck. Like,
can you go in a cave?
I have been in one cave. I've been in Merrimack Caverns. That is it. But it's like open enough. You don't feel like you're enclosed. You don't feel closed. There was one part. I'll talk about that later. But
okay.
So there's like glow in the dark caves too, where they have like bioluminescent bacteria or fungi, and it emits this faint glow, like kind of like under the sea creatures. But this like regular land caves, I think, can even have it. Like in the dark, they have this visual effect of like the bioluminescence.
I feel like I've seen that on like the Discovery Channel or
Probably.
something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, because I can picture the wall.
And I think
like,
there's some animals too that even have like a bioluminescent thing in the
yeah.
caves. But maybe we'll talk a little bit about the animals because
we'll
those are really cool.
Right.
But they found all kinds of like ancient artifacts, prehistoric art, like cave wall drawings and jewelry made.
What are those called?
Hieroglyphics and then like caveman art and just things that have been drawn, archaeological
I feel like
records.
caveman art has a real name.
Yeah.
It's not called caveman art.
Let's call it prehistoric art.
I love it.
I don't know. Fossils, like the Neanderthals, like their stone circles. They found jewelry that is claimed, like they think is about 45,000 years old or more. The world's largest crystal is in a cave. They're used for all kinds of things. Like back in the day, speakeasies, cockfights, moonshining.
Whoa. Go back to the cockfights.
People take their fucking chickens down in the caves.
I just needed you to elaborate a little bit.
Underground cockfights. Actually underground. And then you got your moonshining.
That is awful.
I know.
I don't want chickens to fight.
The chickens are like,
listen, I've seen chicken fights, and they're fucking vicious.
My husband has gotten in a straight up cockfight with your chicken.
And your husband lost.
Oh my God. He was brutal, dude.
Mm-hmm. Wasn't he like bleeding everywhere?
Yeah, he came at him hard.
I told you to be careful. He doesn't like strange men.
He's like, fuck you, motherfucker. Don't touch my lands.
I like how you make my chicken talk. Like, that's what he sounds like.
Fuck you.
To me,
he was
he's
a little fucker.
But to me, he's like a distinguished Russian man.
Oh my gosh. I think he's like pure chaos.
Well, he's chill now. He's calmed down a lot.
He really has. Not the last few times I've been in the chicken coop, he has not tried to.
I think he's with age. I mean, he's only 2.
He's like, calm down. I realize my ladies aren't going anywhere.
We just totally chicken
cockfights in caves. Okay. So people use them as speakeasies. They would hold concerts and balls and parties throughout history. They would do like some religious ceremonies. There's therapy sessions because there's a big spiritual thing with caves. And
I would assume
some cultures believe that there's
you gotta think the minerals and the water
all the healing, the frequencies. Like, I'm sure it emits so much healing energy because I'm really into that shit anyway. But
you gotta think too, it's never been touched by sunlight.
Right.
So
and it is like isolated, secluded from the outside world. So it is a very like calming place
of serenity for a lot of people. I could see that.
I would think so. But all kinds of things they've done in there. Like over the years, they've had it's been like caves have been used as hideouts, as like refuge for different like indigenous tribes and the Underground Railroad, things like that. So caves have been used for so many things for so many years that it's like unreal. And I'm sure there's so much we don't know about too. And then you get into your
they discover new caves all the fucking time. So
but stuff that goes on under there that we don't know about. And there's theories on that too.
That stuff freaks me out. Like something has been growing underneath, getting bigger and deeper and cracking and curdling and doing all those things for centuries, and then they discover it.
Right?
Like, so I don't know.
It is creepy.
That's like a mind fuck. You know what I mean? Like if you anyway.
It really is. But yeah, as far as like the animals down there, when I think about it too much, I get a little creepy. Like, because you got your troglobites and your troglophiles. I'd ask my husband about these because he's like, oh yeah, troglobites, I know all about those. He's like, that's when they adapt and they lose their, some of them go blind or they don't have eyes at all. They like
a lot of them don't have eyes at all. Yeah,
and they're like colorless. And he like knew all about it. I'm like, I've not heard of troglobites.
They're fucking translucent. The ones that do not bats are obviously a normal cave animal, correct? Right. Everybody knows bats.
And I guess they're considered like troglophiles because they can live outside the surface.
They leave, but the ones that do not leave are absolutely translucent, and most of them don't have eyeballs.
They're terrifying looking. I had to go look at some.
Google some of them. Google cave animals, and it's like
especially like the millipedes and like the salamanders and the crayfish that are completely troglobites, and they have so what happens is they're just void of sunlight, so eventually they adapt and they evolve and they don't need their eyes anymore. They don't need their pigments.
They don't need the color to protect them from UV, because the reason we have coloring out here is to protect us from the sun.
And
when
our eyes
don't have sun,
Yeah.
You don't need protection. So they just like evolved to be, they're 100% see-through.
Yeah.
Look up one of the fish.
So
I can
weird.
see all the organs the fish has to offer me.
Yeah.
Like.
Because like even water animals, they don't do that because the sunlight can get through the water. At least partially.
Right.
But some of them develop like, they evolve and get these long antennas where they can
I
feel
mean,
around.
even if you look up some like deep ocean animals that, okay, so the light fish that's in the bottom of the ocean,
the deeper stuff,
they're almost translucent. So my point, it's the same thing, only these are kind of tiny or they're not really huge.
Yeah,
huge
there's
things.
not. Yeah, I couldn't find anything that was bigger than like say a frog or a salamander,
like shrimp,
crayfish,
salamander, beetles.
Yeah, a lot of insects, a lot of.
Yeah.
Oh, this is kind of a side thing, but not really. I was reading about the things that are down there and in caves, and I was reading about different types of spiders, and it was like spiders and harvestmen. I'm like, harvestmen? What the fuck is a harvestman? Harvestman. I can't speak. I look it up. Fucking daddy longlegs. It's a daddy longlegs. They're called harvestmen, and they're not even spiders. They're actually more related to scorpions. But anyway, I've always thought they were a type of spider, but they're not. The harvestmen are. They are arachnids, but anyway.
There is a spider called the Yep, it's called that right there.
Okay.
Kauai.
Cowie? Spell that again. Kauai.
Kauai. Kauai.
Like.
I don't know. Kauai cave wolf spider.
I'm thinking of kawaii, like the cute little emoji-looking cartoon thing.
Okay, so this spider is apparently deadly as fuck.
Damn.
But it is the rarest bug in the world.
Really?
There's only like a handful of human beings that have saw it. Wow. Isn't that crazy? I think it was more common back.
Yeah.
And now not so much. Because you got to be fucking deep to see this spider.
Well, I know caves house a lot of like really endangered, nearly extinct little creatures.
It's see-through.
Yeah.
It's translucent.
So it'd be hard.
It's a creepy fucking spider. Right? Excuse me.
But you've got some of your animals that like, so there's another, what do you call it? Category?
Like, clapped.
Like
you're so excited.
It's trogloxins, I think, where you've got the ones that don't have to adapt at all because they only go there for partial shelter, like your bears, your bats, your moths, raccoons, whatever, like rodents and things that go in there for height.
Right,
so
and then come back
there
out.
are different types. So they can live in there, but they don't live there permanently.
Right,
so these weird adapted ones are permanently there, and they can't come out at all because they would die.
Because they have no skin.
Yeah.
I mean, they have skin. It's just see-through.
Yeah, so if the sun got them, it'd be like fucking vampire, and they'd be like...
One more time, please, for the audience.
They are the true vampires.
Okay. But they don't suck your blood.
Yeah, that's true.
So they're not vampires at all.
But if you get into... talk about a couple of movies later.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. Anything else on aminals?
Not really.
I said that backwards.
I could have read about that stuff forever.
I know,
it's so
interesting.
cool.
It's really interesting.
It really is.
So we each took a couple caves that we thought were pretty freaking cool, and we just did a little on them. Okay.
Yeah.
You ready? The first one I did is the Giant Crystal Cave in Mexico.
Ooh.
I did this for you, Boo Boo.
Ooh,
I figured you wouldn't find
crystals.
this one. I tried to dig deep for one you wouldn't find. Okay. It was actually found in the year 2000.
Oh,
so she's not old.
Recent,
she's not. Oh, me. Okay. She's old as fuck.
Right.
But we just found her in the year 2000. A mining company was building a mine to like dig for fucking oil. And they found like an opening within. And at first they opened it and it was just like, a small little area. But then they saw a crack, dug through the crack, and they started seeing these little crystals. Just little on the wall. They're like, cool, let's dig deeper and deeper. Well, finally they entered like, I'm not going to say room because this is all tight.
Yeah.
It's all real tight area that was full of water. Like it started filling up. So they pumped all the fucking water out. They pumped the water out just to see because they're like, the crystals were getting more and more and more as they walked, as they dug, They ended up, they got the water out, right? Okay. Fucking crystals everywhere. Ooh. 100% everywhere. And they're like, okay, just picture a black room, just a black square. The crystals are like protruding all like axes through everywhere, like all going towards the center.
What type of minerals?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. I need some.
They ended up digging a total of 984 feet.
Wow. That's pretty close. How far? I know caves can only go so deep before they like close in on themselves.
Yeah. There's pictures of this cave online you can look at, and it is crazy. humans,
I would actually travel
we
for
cannot
that.
go.
Oh man,
It is too dangerous.
Oh,
It is way too dangerous. These crystals are just like, it's almost like a sword through a box, like all over the place. Like they're fucking everywhere.
One little landslide, and you'd be like,
yep,
right through the fucking heart.
they're gypsum crystals.
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
It's full of them, thousands.
And
upon
those are
thousands.
gypsum can be really sharp because it can like shards. So you got like selenite and things like that, like the little bitty shards that come off of them. Oh, it's like fiberglass, dude.
The scientists believe that they have been growing for 500,000 years,
Holy
untouched.
Wow.
For 500,000 years. And now, of course, our scientists are down there doing all the research and how are they forming, because it is literally like some of them are like 900 foot long. That's an exaggeration. I think the longest one was like 49 feet long. Like just through a cave.
That's crazy.
So cool though.
Now is that where like the biggest crystal in the world is?
No, I don't think so. This was just found in 2000. The biggest crystal in the world has been found a long time ago. Okay. I'm pretty fucking sure. This is just a new one. They were literally digging to mine oil. And this is what we
happened upon it.
It just fucking happened.
So I want to be a rock hounder so bad. Like I want to be a baller. I want to be a 20-inch crystals. I just want to go looking for rocks in weird places, and oh my god, to happen upon something like that, it would just be like.
Is that their names?
Rock hounders? Yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I didn't know they had like a.
They go actually like digging for. There's a shop. I can't remember what state I think it was in Kentucky, and she like mines all her. It's like a crystal shop, but she goes down to all these different states and like gets all of her own crystals, and so freaking cool, man. That's like dream.
I know there's a place you can go in Alabama and you can actually dig them off the sides of the mountains.
There's places all around where you can do that, but I would love to do that. Okay, sorry, sidetrack. Go ahead.
Okay, my next, or do you want to do it? You do one.
So. I have a couple, but they're more like kind of creepy. I might save for later. The only one I have like good, like some history on is Merrimack Caverns.
Right.
Because that's the only one I've been to.
Yeah.
And it is so freaking cool. And
it is very neat.
It really is. So it's in Sullivan, Missouri, like in the Ozarks. So if anybody ever wants to go there,
it's cool.
Yeah, it really is. And it's not just the caverns. They have all kinds of stuff. They have zip lining. They have hotels. They have restaurants. We did like a riverboat ride. It was really cool. They have like fool's gold mining for the kids. Like they can pan for gold.
I did that when I was a kid.
Yeah, it's really cool.
I think I've been like 3 times total just because it's so cool.
Yeah.
Like, it's a fucking drive.
Yeah,
but it's neat.
But to think that there's places in the Midwest where you can get within just a few hours that you can see something like that. Like, I don't know, because you always think of the Midwest and all the like cornfields and the
corns, beans, wheat, corns,
like
beans,
all around
wheat.
Within a few hours you can go so many cool places. But it is really, really cool. So Sullivan, Missouri, it's a 4.6 mile cavern system in the Ozarks. It's like a cave complex. So that's again where I get the idea that a cavern is a complex system of caves, right?
I mean, I'm not
stretches
denying,
upward past the height of a 7-story building, and I remember the room. So. It's actually home to this room formed called the Wine Table, W-I-N-E, the Wine Table. It is known to be the world's rarest cave formation. And that structure was formed almost completely underwater. And I think it's aragonite, however you say that one. It's kind of like calcite, but they have like these grape-like clusters, the formation of the crystals and stuff. And to see the room, you have to climb like 58 stairs. So they had said that like they call it the wine room because it's also people whining to climb the stairs to see it. But I remember I am so claustrophobic, and I remember being in there, and I was okay with the big cave tour because it was open and like I didn't feel cramped. But to go to see that wine room and the stairs and everybody was like huddled together, and I was like, oh my God, get me out of here. But it was the most amazing thing to see, and it's I don't know, it's so cool.
I remember water is always dripping on the sides of the walls.
Yeah, yep.
Constant.
Well, and that's how, so we were talking about stalagmites, stalactites earlier. That's how those are formed because...
The dripping water.
Yeah, dripping water, like acidic water, whatever. It like the mineral depositing from the dripping water, it forms like these formations, kind of like icicles, but in mineral form. Stalactites grow down from the cave ceiling, and the stalagmites grow up from the floor. So that's the only difference, really.
And that's how it is there. Like it's like it's almost like it's about to connect.
So I don't know. They didn't start this till like 2014, I think, where they do the light show.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's been around longer than that. But when we went, I feel like it was fairly new the last time. Anyway, they do this light theater show. It's like a massive sheet of wall formations. I remember there being all these stalactites. So freaking cool. Just dripping up and down. But they do a light show, and they call it the stage curtain. And they call it the greatest show under the earth. And it's like
That's clever.
A 70 feet wall, 35 thick, just full of these formations. And it's so fucking cool, dude.
So
For
wait,
a crystal rock lover, like, oh.
Do they put lights on the wall?
Yeah, they actually, it's like, they do like red, white, and blue, and they like do like patriotic stuff. It's like a whole thing. You sit down and you watch this whole light show.
I've never seen the light show. Like, I didn't know that was
cool.
a thing.
It is, like.
But wouldn't you think putting light on that would hurt it? Because I remember, like, you're not supposed to take pictures and stuff. Like, you're not supposed to.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know
so
what
I
I'm
don't know.
saying?
Maybe they
So
use
how-
a special kind of, I don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
My airplane is about to take off into the cave. Do you hear it?
It's
loading.
taking.
It hasn't done
descending
this.
into the cave.
At least it's okay. We'll be fine. If it gets too loud, we'll take a pause.
The Merrimack Cavern. So there's a lot of stuff with that. Like, you know, I talked about. I hit my mic.
It's like you bumped into a person.
I dropped it into the cave. Sorry. I talked about how, you know, different caves have been used for different things throughout the years.
Right.
You know, Underground Railroad. So that was actually known to be a stop on the Underground Railroad for slaves to find, you know, refuge. Can't speak.
Because you're talking too fast. I learned.
Yeah, I need to slow down. I'm going to slow down. Okay. So,
I like it better when you talk fast.
indigenous tribes and stuff used it for shelter, like as far back as they know. That's kind of how it started. And then in the 18th century, the cave was used for extracting saltpeter for the manufacture of gunpowder. So they would go down there and mine the saltpeter to make gunpowder. In the Civil War era, it was the Union Army. They used the caves as the saltpeter plant, but then it was discovered and destroyed by Confederate guerrillas. So this is where they get into
Well, Confederate what?
guerrillas,
like monkeys.
the GUERR kind. So this is, okay, you know the whole Jesse James thing.
Correct.
If you've ever, one, heard of Jesse James, two, been to Merrimack Caverns, it's known to be the hideout, a local hideout for Jesse James, the outlaw. So they found, in like 1941, they made a discovery where there was an opening, and they found, they found all kinds of like rifles, shackles, strong boxes, things that they traced back to the train robberies. So the train robbery at in Missouri, which that's how they ended up making the connection with Jesse James, I think, because I don't know how they, I don't know that it's a fact, but it's like a big thing there. They have like a wax museum, and they think that was his hideout, and that everything associated with that's how the saltpeter area was destroyed and all that.
Gotcha.
But then in like the 1890s, so this is after 1890s would be after Civil War stuff. They would start. It kind of made a transformation in what they did with it. People would start using it to hold parties and dances and balls. They actually, the first room you walk in, I think it's the first room, like the entrance, they called it the ballroom. Like you walk in and it's where people would hold the parties and these dances.
It's the biggest room, right?
Yeah.
It's huge.
And they would, people would, like, to escape the heat, they would go in there and hold these parties and things like that and drink and have fun and listen to music.
Down there.
It stays 58 degrees.
Yeah. It's cold.
Yeah. And they say caves are known to be very consistent with their temperatures because,
you know, underground, there's no sun.
Yeah. But that's why I love, that's like a perfect temperature.
That's a perfect temperature.
I love, like, right around 60, dude.
I'm not a cold girly. I am a heat girly. Like, a good temperature for me is like 85 to 90 with a light breeze.
And now I don't want to get under 40 is where I start getting a little like, but I really like 60.
You were really bitchy the other day about how cold it was. So.
I was?
You know, I was too, but
I know I said the wind was really
so cold over here.
I wasn't bitching though. I was like, oh, my teeth are tired.
Couldn't breathe. Okay.
I wasn't prepared. Now, if I bundle up, I'm good.
I didn't mean bitching.
I don't mind it As long as I'm prepared for it. If I go out and I'm not prepared, I'm like, shit, I ain't got my gloves, I ain't got my hat, and my teeth are tired.
With ADHD, just know we're never prepared for it because we don't think in our little heads, it is cold. Put coat on.
Yeah, well, here it literally was like 60-something one day, and then the next day it snowed, and we're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it was really weird. But no, like, listen, I have to go do my little fucking farm chores in the cold.
Little fucking farm chores.
My little fucking farm chores. I love my animals and I love my farm chores, but this winter I'm slowly regretting everything I've ever done in my life because it is so fucking cold.
Oh, I bet. Oh, did you put bibs on and stuff?
I have bibs that I wear every single day with sweatpants, with lined leggings, with wool socks, with Carhartts and hoodies. Just to walk outside.
It's like a whole job on top of your farm jobs.
I
just
love
to get prepared.
My animals, and my animals will not leave their coops if there is snow on the ground. They look at that snow and say the fuck no and go back in. So it's not like I can let them out.
Yeah.
Anyway, another side quest.
That's crazy.
Okay.
What was I talking about?
Merrimack Caverns.
Yes. Okay. So, like I said, world's rarest cave formation, the wine room. I talked about that. There is also, it's like a mirror room where the water like reflects or something. It looks like you're looking down into water, but it's not. It's really fucking weird. Yeah.
It's like a wall.
It's crazy. They have used Merrimack Caverns as a filming area. I can't word today.
Filming location.
Yeah, they've actually shot movies there and shows. There was like an episode of Lassie. They've actually got a Hollywood room, and like Tom Sawyer, the movie. Okay. I think it was like the 70s or something. Yeah. I may be wrong there. They actually filmed that there in the Hollywood room. So that was interesting, fascinating. Trying not to use that word so much. I just keep completely forgetting what I'm talking about. I do know that it took like millions and millions of years to form. I think it's mostly limestone.
Do you know when it was discovered?
I want to say the 30s because the family that owned it, so I read that they started like giving tours and stuff after they figured it all out, and then they kept exploring and finding more things. And after the whole Jesse James revelation where they like realized the connection, that's when it started getting famous, and they started bringing, that was like the 40s, they started bringing in more people. But the original guy who owned it, like I'm pretty sure his descendants, his family still owns it.
So okay, how does one own a cave?
Yeah, I don't know.
How does that work? Because you said own, and that kind of like, so like, hold on. If I walk out onto my farm and a sinkhole forms and I find a cave that goes, say, 200 foot underground, is that mine?
I would say so, but then again, you would have to get into all your zoning stuff and ask, like, how far does the property ownership go?
Down,
yeah. Like, it's like, how high in the sky do you own?
But so, like, I know that, like, if I do that and oil comes out, the oil's technically mine, and I can sell the oil. So what would that be a difference?
I would think it would still be your property as long as...
Even 200, 300, 400
say the cave goes out...
That was my next question. Yeah. Okay, now it goes out and it goes over to my neighbor's house.
What are they going to go down and dig and like put a flag there to show where your cave ends?
This is where your section ends,
This cave is yours, but no further.
But you can't enter your cave because the cave is on my property.
Right. Oh my gosh.
I'm glad. Maybe the caves aren't known for a reason.
I would like to look into this.
That's a good question, right?
It's got to be a thing because there's sinkholes all over the place. There's all kinds of openings in the fucking earth. Like, people surely just... On properties. People who own lots of land, right. I'm sure they run into this.
Yeah, I'm sure. I don't know. It's a question that we don't have to deal with, thankfully, because there's no caves under our house that we know of.
Maybe some mines, but I don't know about... Over in my town, anyway.
Okay. So the next one I did is called... The Tears of the Turtle Cave.
Oh.
I have no fucking clue why it's called that. I could not find out.
Tears of the Turtle.
I don't know if they like stepped on a turtle's toe and made it cry and then a cave formed. I don't fucking... That's just what my brain came up with because I am who I am. It's in Montana.
I'm thinking of like a massive giant turtle that's like, again, with Moana with the big crustacean.
Well, maybe the entrance is like a turtle.
Was he a crab?
He was a crab.
Yeah. Yeah, big crab. That's what I'm thinking. A big turtle. Like,
maybe. I don't know. It is actually considered the deepest cave in the United States. Mm-hmm. But it just became the deepest cave in 2022.
They found more then that went deeper?
Yeah. They went deep, baby.
Yes, what she said.
It was actually found, first time it was found, it was in 2006. And at first they thought it was only 400 feet deep.
Oh.
They didn't go any further. People would go explore, do all that shit, you know, what people do. Anyway.
Exploration of the cave.
It was about 6 years later, they had noticed a crack in the wall. And it was kind of like opening, like slowly.
Yeah.
And they're like, the fuck is this? So they dug deeper.
It's the tear in the space-time
Literally,
continuum.
they dug deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. And in 2022, it was 2,477 feet deep.
Oh, wow. It went quite a bit deeper.
It
How
went
deep can a cave go? I know that's a thing. I know there's like a level where they can't go anymore.
Because it would just collapse on itself, right?
Yeah, the pressure or whatever.
Right. There is actually a possibility that it could be deeper. But they cannot dig anymore because the deepest point is on a cliff.
Oh, that's a little dangerous.
And they're too scared to do any more.
Yeah.
So
it's not worth it, guys.
That's pretty much what they're saying. Like, it's just not worth it to go any fucking deeper.
Sometimes it's okay to just leave the earth alone. Just let it be.
Yeah, let's just leave it alone.
I mean, it is really fucking cool to explore and find that kind of stuff.
Right.
But God, think of how much is unexplored.
I know. Okay, so that was the deepest cave in the United States. Now we're going to do the deepest cave in the world. I am going to fucking butcher this name because I'm not from this place, okay?
I'm not from this earth.
Veryovkiana. It is in the country of Georgia.
Okay.
It's by Turkey.
Yeah.
Over in that general area. It's by the North Sea. It's by all over there. It was discovered in 1968, but they've only discovered how deep it is in the last 6 years. Like, the cave's been there forever. I think that's what happens. I think it's like we discover a cave, but then over time, I don't know if it's people walking and going in it. It slowly opens, and they're like, crack, and they start digging.
Yeah, it could be changes in the earth. You know what I mean? All the earthquakes, all the global warming or something. I don't know.
Right. The total depth is 7,257 feet deep.
That's really deep.
It is 10.9 miles.
Wow.
Into the earth.
Wow.
Is that not fucking crazy? It takes a week to get to the end and a week to get back.
Oh my gosh.
Like, walking. Because, I mean, you got to think, we don't know much about caves, but it's not just like you walk down a cute little path.
Right.
You have to like shimmy across the wall, and then you have to go down and crawl through the crack.
Yeah, because it's not even like hiking a mountain. It's not just elevation or going down.
Exactly.
You're literally like trying to fit through crevices and trying to. Yes. How scary. How scary would that be?
This cave has extremely narrow passages. It was like, if you weighed over like 180 pounds, you won't fit through. You can take no gear with you.
I wonder how they figured that out. Like, Bob went through and he made it, but Phil went through and he fucking died.
It was like, you have to be a very slender, which I mean, if you're going through, I mean, I don't know though. I mean,
I would think you'd have to be in shape at least to be a cave. What do they call it? Not cave divers. There's a word for it.
That's one of them.
Yeah. Or whatever, the explorers then.
It randomly floods out of nowhere.
Ooh, it's like a horror movie.
It's usually a seasonal.
Okay.
Like if it's the rainy season there, you're not allowed to go in because it could just automatically flood.
Wow.
And there are like 90-degree vertical drops that they don't know. Drop a penny, you don't hear it.
It's literally like the movies.
Yes.
Like
100 fucking... This cave itself has been inspired by like 22 movies. That's an exaggeration. Maybe like 5 movies.
Wow.
Only one person has died in this cave.
You're kidding.
Absolutely crazy,
Must have been Phil. That's how they found the weight limit. I made that name up.
No, he actually died of hypothermia. And it was in 2021. It wasn't that long ago.
Wow.
He died of hypothermia. He didn't bring enough because it's fucking cold. It's like cold down there.
Bring your bibs, bud.
He didn't bring enough. And they found him. Another group found him like the next day. He was no longer alive. Because you have to sleep for 5 to 7 days in this cave to get to the
just
fucking
to make
end.
it through, yeah.
Right.
That's the coldest hotel ever. Like, I think the heat's broken, guys.
Okay. If you're a cave diver... Diver. It's okay.
Diver.
Some things you need to...
If you're a cave diver, don't become a cadaver.
Okay, there are some things you have to worry about while going down there because I explore so many caves, like all the time I'm in them.
In my dreams, I don't.
No,
I'm so claustrophobic.
I want nothing to, like, the thought of even going to Merrimack Caverns again, like,
I can't believe that I've done that. Like,
No,
I think I would do it again.
I think they are interesting.
Yeah.
I think they are beautiful. There are two things in this world that actually bring fear to my soul, and that is caves and the deep ocean.
Yes.
That's it.
Exactly.
Like, give me space, give me aliens, give me whatever you got to give me.
Give me fuel, give me fire, give me everything but the caves. Well,
and the deep ocean.
The deep ocean scares me more. But a cave inside the deep ocean, one is like incredible to me, but terrifying.
There is a movie called The Cave.
Yes, okay. It's got Rip from Yellowstone in it.
Yes, the fuck it does.
Yes. It was, I think it was like 20 years ago.
Old. It's older. I guess that's not old. Because
it was like, my husband talked about this one recently.
That is the most terrifying fucking movie.
Because isn't it like, it's like humans that, sorry, I covered the mic. Like humans that evolved or adapted and then they
Pretty much. And there are these fucking creatures down there that eat your soul. They just like eat your flesh in the middle of the night. But that's not even the scariest part. The way these people have to crawl through okay, just imagine a watermelon. A watermelon. Yeah. But a yoga ball has to go through the watermelon tight holes. That's my point.
Suck it in, buddy.
And then the cliffs you have to shimmy across. It's like a fucking video game. Okay? Yeah. It's like I'm playing Tomb Raider. Yeah. Like literally. But it's real life shit. And then all of a sudden these creatures come out. I love me a scary movie. If you've listened to this podcast at all, I am #1 queen. Give me the blood, the guts, the gushing. But if you put me in a cave, I'm a little fucking princess and I just want to cry.
There's so many scary cave movies too.
Those movies get me.
Because that same year there was a movie, there was The Cave and there was The Cavern. I don't think I watched The Cavern.
The Cavern was not as good as The Cave. You should watch it.
The Cave is one my husband remembers being, because I asked him, I'm like, what all cave movies do you remember?
Don't watch it. Have you ever seen it?
Yeah, I think I watched that. I didn't watch The Cavern though. And I remember, was it As Above, So Below?
Yeah, that's a good one
where
too. But
they actually go into hell or whatever.
The movie The Cave is top notch.
Recommended if you like scary movies and you want to.
This isn't a scary movie though. This is a fucking life-defying, soul-crushing movie. It's not a scary movie.
It's like a. I don't know how to explain it. I guess it would be considered horror, maybe,
I think
but it's
because
not.
You feel what they feel.
Yeah.
Because they're tight and
it feels realistic.
They're so tight, and then a creature comes. And they're in pitch black. Yeah. And then they also find pools in these caves that they have to swim under into a tight cave to come up on the other side of the fucking wall. I just got goosebumps. Like, I'm not a scary person. Okay, back to that.
There's another one, kind of like, it's The Descent.
Yes, that's another good one.
It was like a group of women that went down.
I think that's the one where they have to go in the pool and they have to swim under the rocks to come up on the other side. It's The Descent where they have to go under.
Some kind of humanoid monsters. They were kind of like vampires, but they were full cannibals, I think.
Yes.
Sorry, spoiler alert. The Descent and The Cave, if you want to watch them, hope we didn't spoil it too much, but they are really good if you like creepy cave stuff.
We didn't spoil it. You don't know when those fuckers are coming. They just jump at you.
True.
You don't know. Okay, so some things that can kill you in a fucking cave are the cannibalistic monsters that are not real, but they are in my brain. That is probably why I don't like caves, because I watched that movie way too young, like always.
Yeah. And the mutated, fully evolved
humans,
whatever
creatures.
The fuck they were. Yeah,
they're little golems down there.
Yeah,
my pretty, my precious. Okay, the flash flooding. Flash flooding can happen at any fucking instant. Like, I read a story where there was this cave, and it's actually considered like the worst cave massacre. But massacre is, to me, a massacre is like somebody's murdering people.
Yeah.
It's been dry. It's been clear. I didn't write the name of the cave down. Well, this group of 6 people go down into the cave. Well, while they're down there, a flash flood happens above, and they all drown. They knew nothing. They were down there for like 24 hours exploring said cave, and they all died. Yes.
That's horrible.
Falling, obviously. Like, there's so many walls.
Do you remember that game? Did you ever play Sega Genesis when you were young? Pitfall? Remember Pitfall? That was my favorite.
Yes.
I would love to sit down and play that again.
Yeah. Hypothermia. Obviously. It's cold.
It's cold.
And then the caves that have the pools of water in them that you have to descend into.
Frostbite and
it's a whole, and then the lakes, there are lakes and rivers inside of some of these caves that are like very fast paced. They can pull you under. These are just like records of people dying in caves. Like, what has killed them? Like,
This is true stuff, guys.
I do not think you could pay me enough money on this fucking planet to go into a cave.
No.
Like, I'm serious.
Like Merrimack Caverns is one thing. That's the only one I've ever been in. Probably the only one I may walk. I think Ooh, where was it? Maybe
There's one
Shawnee National Park. I
Yeah,
think I went into
okay.
a little bit of one, but I didn't go
Yeah.
very far. It wasn't like a big...
Those aren't the same.
But like they're like openings in the bluffs or whatever.
Yeah,
I would do that, but I'm not going to walk very far. And you
Yeah.
you will never see me shimmying my fat ass through.
No, I won't
I
ever
don't care.
shimmy.
Like I don't care how.
No.
I need full open walkway.
That's going to be a no for me.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
I
just
am
going to be a no.
severely claustrophobic.
There's one in Kentucky that we took a boat ride. It wasn't bad. It was like a boat through it, and you came out. It was okay.
There's like, is it that where Cave and Rock is?
I think so. Yeah, I could be wrong.
There's a couple.
It's been
There's
so
a bunch
long.
in Kentucky, I think.
There is. There's some really
I would
haunted
love to
ones
go
in
there
Kentucky too.
and see.
There's haunted ones in Kentucky.
Ooh.
Yeah. Okay, so now we're gonna go into some haunted stories that I found, you found, that are in the caves. Do you want to do it first, or do you want me to go first? I don't really care.
I don't have a lot. I only picked a couple that I thought were kind of creepy. Goff's Cave. It's in Somerset, England. They actually, I guess they used to, I don't know if they still do, but age their cheddar cheese down there. But it's also known to have a violent, disgusting past of like cannibalism, and they discovered corpses from thousands of years ago. So
Were they trying to steal the cheese and then they killed them?
oh, we need the cheese.
I'm sorry, that was bad. It's probably a whole thing.
We're gonna just sit here and rot. So when you're eating your aged cheddar cheese, just think about the corpses that laid next to them.
Don't do that. Anyway,
Go ahead. That's all I got on that one.
that's the only one.
I would like to research that one more. I just saw it randomly showed up in one of the articles I was reading, and I was like, "Ooh, I want to mention that one."
Okay, so the first one I have is Mammoth Cave. It's actually in Kentucky.
I've heard of that.
Mammoth Cave. It's actually one of the longest caves.
Oh,
It's super duper long, not deep. We're not going down. We go down a little, and we're just really long, and there's a bunch of caverns and holes and rooms and all of that stuff. It's not deep by any means. I think it goes a little. But anyway, both rangers and visitors have like crazy fucking stories about being pushed, shoved into walls, tripped, rocks thrown at their heads.
Damn.
There's actually Zach Bagans' Ghost Adventures. I don't atone him, but there's a couple episodes of him going in this cave I have seen before, and of course somebody gets possessed and we all freak out. But that's
the drama, the theater,
right. There's actually 2 males that's like, I think it was like 16 people have witnessed seeing walk towards them and just completely vanish.
Ooh,
just out of nowhere.
That creepy.
There's no stories on those though. Like, I don't know. I know caves are a dangerous
where it
thing.
originated.
And exactly. There's also the ghost of Melissa.
Ooh.
Okay. She lures men into the cave and gets them lost in all these tunnels and stuff, and then just disappears. Like, that's her goal. There is a story with Melissa, and of course, do not know if this is true. I saw it on several different sites, though, so it's probably like the town's lore. You know what I mean? Okay. She fell in love with a man that didn't love her the way she loved him. She ended up like getting him to come to the cave for like a one last conversation kind of thing.
Did he come to the cave?
He did not come to in the cave. Okay.
She's pissed because he wouldn't.
Well, she's like, come in here with me. She had the flashlight. They started walking. Bitch takes off running. He dies in the cave because it's pitch black. He don't have the flashlight. Yeah. She's got the flashlight. So she lures she eventually dies in life or whatever. It didn't say how she died, but that dude died in there. He's not the ghost. She's the ghost. She still lures men into this day because she was so heartbroken for the rest of her life, you know. Because
Melissa's a
bitch, right? And park rangers hear a man screaming and begging for help out of nowhere. And usually it coincides with seeing the Melissa ghost.
Okay.
They'll see the Melissa ghost and then they'll hear the man screaming. So it's like kind of a connection kind of thing. But the cave was also underneath a TB hospital.
Oh.
Part of it was. You got to think it's 400.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it was actually a part of it was under a TB hospital, and they used it... They used the caves to store the dead bodies because they didn't rot because it was so cold.
Stay cold, keep them at a low temperature.
So there is a part of the cave that is, I am sure, extremely fucking haunted. Dude. I'm pretty sure that's the part old Zachy Boy goes and investigates on. I don't remember. It's been a long time since I've seen that one, but I'm pretty sure. There's one more I wrote down. The Moaning Cavern.
Ooh.
It's not, I mean...
That's what people go to
No,
Just kidding.
it the air that moves through the cavern, because it comes in and the way it swoops around, it makes an extremely loud
like
moaning
when you blow
sound.
across the top of a bottle.
Kind of like that. But it's extremely loud and it hurts people's ears.
Ooh.
It's not a normal.
I bet it creates a weird frequency
sound.
too.
There has also been sightings of ghosts of miners and indigenous people within the cave.
Yeah.
And then this is the coolest thing ever, and this is the only reason I want to talk about this. There is a fucking saber-toothed tiger ghost inside this cave.
Yes.
There's been 64 accounts of seeing this saber-toothed tiger.
So, okay, I loved
just
Power
let me finish.
Rangers, right?
Right.
Go ahead.
Okay. The reason every single one of these accounts, he has a chip in his tooth, and they call him Chip. And every person who has seen it, separate, years apart, all this stuff say it's a saber-toothed tiger with a chip in his tooth. Oh, wow. How fucking cool is that?
That is super cool.
But it doesn't attack or anything like that. They hear the noise of the tiger, and then they see it staring at them, and then it just fucking disappears.
Wow.
There's no attacks. There's no, this tiger rushed me. No. What did I say? 63, 64 people have, witness typed this out.
So I wonder if it was one of those, someone says they saw it, they claim they see it, and then everyone kind of thinks they did, and so then they share it too.
Yeah, the whole brain thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But listen, I'm going to choose to believe that there's a fucking saber-toothed tiger ghost in a cave.
Because we all need a little some hope.
That is so fucking cool. We don't hear about mammoth ghost or saber-toothed tiger ghost. That's old
you don't
shit.
Hear a lot about animal ghosts
even
in general.
though it's probably just that one person was probably high on something and was like, whoa, dude, there's a saber-tooth, and then we took it and ran with it.
I love it though. You don't hear about super old ghosts.
That's the logic side of
animals,
it.
So.
That's the logic. I'm gonna go with the non-logic and say there's a fucking saber-toothed tiger in that cave, and I really would like to see it.
Fuck yes.
Isn't that cool?
Yes.
Okay.
So the Devil's Hole, this is in New York, okay? So here in the USA, it's in New York. This is said to be the home of an ancient evil embodiment, evil itself. Okay, so this was indigenous tribes and stuff back. They would call it the evil one. And I guess the rumor was that anyone who goes in never returns, or they return and they go mad. So, but it's known for lots of past massacres, ambushes, lots of violence and stuff like that. So I don't know a lot about the lore, but they just pretty much, it's like a demonic.
Okay, listen, I don't listen to that kind of stuff. If somebody says, oh my gosh, that's haunted, right. This group of humans says, oh, the Germans are the most haunted cave, but the freaking indigenous people, right? I believe that shit. That is real.
So in tune.
They're so spiritual and just so. The knowledge they have is incredibly beautiful, and I would listen. Yeah, I would listen to that. And that is a devil hole. Do not go by it.
Oh, there's so much. And there's a lot of rituals and things like that are done in caves and down because they do feel like they're sacred. A lot of cultures and tribes believe that the caves are sacred 100%. For spiritual reasons. I can see that. Connecting with their ancestors, the spirit world. They believe it's dimensions to the spirit world or to. So, yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's a stronger connection like we talked about earlier with different, the calming effects of it. But there could also be the dark effects of it, but yeah, there's a lot of weird shit that caves make. I don't have any more specific places, but I have some theories about caves that I find.
Okay, go.
So, people think that that's where dragons were.
I was going to say, hold on, is this aliens? Did I just guess the
aliens
ending?
too. There's aliens too.
Okay, go ahead, dragons. Go dragons. Okay,
you're mythical creatures throughout history. So dragons, and I've heard that cyclopses could live in caves. Your giants, things like that. A lot of people believe that giants lived in
that's a cool thing.
Old species of humans that were so big. And there's I think there was actually a mutation with Irish people that made them actually bigger and giant leg or something. I think that actually happened, but I don't know the association with caves.
Bigfoot.
But yeah, I mean, that's where I get into, we talked about the ocean passageways and the little pockets. I think that a lot of mythical creatures could be hiding. If they're there, they could be hiding in these caves.
God. So, okay, the whole theory we put together earlier with the fucking Kraken, we can also do with the Bigfoot. Yeah. Or the dragon.
All of them
So the dragon comes out and then he goes into his little cave hole and then he's in a whole new world. My brain is blown.
Yeah. So people may actually see them, because they come out when they want to come out. Because you think about space and black holes and time, blah, blah, blah. Why can't that be right here on Earth, too? Like, you hit a portal, a wormhole.
You are going to put me in a fucking existential crisis.
This
You've
is
gotta
where
stop.
I go all the time.
You got to quit. How do you live?
I don't really function very
I
well.
don't live. I just sit in my chair and drool
really
because this is
function.
all I think about
Exactly.
24/7.
But these tunnels,
Oh
these
my
passageways,
gosh.
they could be little pockets. They could be little, like, entries to... Well, and that's how you get into, like, the hollow earth theory.
Oh, okay.
And, like, the underground... People think that hollow earth, there could be aliens, advanced civilizations, ancient civilizations, mystical creatures, that they could all be living under there. Not necessarily caves, but yeah, cave. Have you ever seen the show Dark? It was a German show on Netflix. I watched a couple years ago.
I don't think
so fucking good. It was so good. I want to watch it again. Like, I still think about it. It's been a couple years. If you like weird stuff like that, it's kind of like these kids get lost, and I'm not going to share too much because I highly recommend this show if you like weird shit. But it's got time travel, and I know everybody's like, oh, time travel, but it's so much more than that. There's so much to it, and it kind of starts with the cave and the cave being an entrance. It has creepy, scary things, but it's more of like a mind fuck.
Okay,
like,
hold on. What the fuck? Creepy, scary things like you're scared of, or like I would be scared of.
No, not like, I wouldn't say like monsters and stuff like that.
So
It's
I'm not
more
gonna
of
be
like
scared at all.
what's gonna happen?
Okay.
Like that kind of. It's more
I'll have to look it
psychological.
up.
It's really good.
Yeah.
But that's the kind of thing I think of, that like you may go through this cave and you may find this like pocket that's like a portal to a different time, a different dimension, because in space you've got the space-time continuum. Things change. They know that time is different in different areas of space. It might be that way with caves underground. Who knows? With different elevations, with different levels of, I don't know. I'm not sciencey, but my whole point is it is possible.
Okay,
it is possible that Bigfoot could be hiding in a cave right now.
I believe it now. I didn't before, but I have never thought of that like that.
Yeah.
And that is a tremendous thing to think about, and I fucking love it. I love it. So like on Once Upon a Time, that is where the dwarves mine the fairy dust.
There
it's
you
deep
go.
within, well, it's the mines, but still it's like cave system down there.
Yeah.
It's super cool.
Right.
But it's like that's where the magic grows.
Yes.
Because it's not touched by sunlight. There's a whole thing about the caves and how my headphones almost fell off. It's a whole thing
really
about like
into it.
the caves, and the magic can only grow there because of the type of soil and the no sunlight and all of that. Just, I mean, like, how cool would it be if it was all real? And when they just tell us it's not, our logic brain is like, danger, danger, you're crazy. That's not real, but it really fucking is real.
This is the kind of stuff that lights me up, guys. It really is. Like deep, dark caves lights me up. I don't want to go in them, but I want to know what's in them. Or what's through them, I guess.
If I know I can go through a cave and come out in fucking Narnia, I will do that.
Right.
Like,
If I know
would
that it's
do
going
that.
to take me to another dimension.
I would deal with the fear of going down into, you might have to sedate me.
Yeah.
But it'll
to
be
get me
okay.
through. Like, it's
It'll
like when
be
someone
okay.
takes a Valium to do a plane ride.
Exactly.
Like that. Like,
I need a
just wanna get
Valium
there.
to climb to the depths of the cave to go to fucking Hogwarts.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
totally. Yeah. Okay. So if you would like to get a hold of us for any rhyme or reason, you can do so at onlyifyoucankeepup@gmail.com. Thanks for listening.
Bye.